I finished. It's day one of me being home alone, and I finished Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts. That last boss is fucking dog shit. Oh my god.
The Ursula fight?
Yeah, the giant Ursula fight. That's the most frustrated I've been with a boss in a very long time.
You think that's frustrating? Oh. The Kingdom Hearts series is a series full of fucking nightmarishly frustrating bosses.
I've heard.
Oh my fucking god. What's his fucking name? Is it Vanitas?
Oh, I'm fucking dreading Vanitas when I get to Kingdom Hearts 2.
And Terra. Fuck Terra. Fuck him. Fuck him. I hated that fight.
A summonation examination. A last possible option to be asserted our right to carry out or admit defeat. They did assert it. The defense wishes to assert its rights to summonation examination, my lord.
Objection!
You don't sound German.
Oh, I'm not even in the thing. Hold up.
I gotta get myself ice cream.
For the fuck. London is the capital city with the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to subvert, to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Yeah. Summonation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried. Yeah.
But if it's alright, it's alright! I believe it could prove vital in this trial.
I'm going to prove wrong. I believe in gay rights and gay wrongs, and you're full of gay wrongs.
Oof, oof.
The defense's petition is perfectly valid. The court... What the fuck was that? The court will proceed with the summonation examination. This is madness.
No, this is Sparta.
Kick me and I will remove your foot from your leg.
Oh.
Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
And Fitz died.
Well, I'm not, there was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so...
All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they've reached their decision.
What grounds?
You must all justify your decisions. Explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
I'll skip it. I'll take it. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
I don't really hold with it, with all this justifying lark.
That seemed to have thrown the jurors off. Someone take over for Susato.
It seems none of them have experienced this before.
Alright then. The summonation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe.
Cowabunga it is.
It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around.
So be it, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGuilty, guilty of the most serious crime.
Alright, I'm back with
Oh.
ice cream.
Welcome back. Judicial findings.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it had to have been him.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory. It seems for a passenger with fares totaling 20 pence. Whoa there, buddy. You almost stabbed your fellow juror.
I wish I did. He stuck the chap next to him. Just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen.
You want to
I'll
take...
do this one.
Yeah.
I have simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn a logical conclusion.
The horseshoe mustache.
You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence in years. I'm from Minnesota.
Bob.
The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
I kind of like the judicial jury examination theme. I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. Go fuck yourself.
Oh. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they?
Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get
Hello?
those 6 people to change their mind. Hey,
Newspaper.
I have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that's not quite how it works.
Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant.
Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says.
But
They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become.
We might want to be careful.
then what on earth am I supposed to do?
Roll over and die, bitch.
Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read. Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then?
Well, from what I can understand. The key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments.
What do you mean?
Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together.
And that's the way to break them down, you mean?
Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says. And see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, then we contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other.
I see.
But
So it's contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way then, It is similar to a regular cross-examination.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. All right, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off!
Can we start the proceedings, Council? I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord. Ah! He's... ah!
Taking my laptop in here. Yeah.
I trust. Oh.
Interesting.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Someone was having way too much fun with the 3D in this game.
They do. Explain yourself, Council.
Me? Oh dear, what have I said?
I swear on Silverblaze's maiden name, I've the first idea what you're talking about.
According to the group testimony we heard so far, oh my god, he's fucking walking!
Burn the witch!
There were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question.
Confirm that Ace Attorney characters do indeed have legs.
And according to the coachman, Mr. Bucko, he took 20 pence in fares.
Quite right. I've those precise details typed neatly here in front of me.
And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
That it is. A fair and convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man, why?
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication,
It would be 16 pence.
exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact, or precisely 1 person fare.
One person's fare.
Yes! In other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible There was another passenger we've heard nothing about!
This can't be right. The coachmen of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
Oh god, are the jurors gonna fight?
Beg your pardon?
Beat the shit out of each other.
Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus.
Alright then. How do I make this so this miserable trial doesn't end, huh?
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side on a set of scales.
Hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Why did you have to go and... Really does have a fucking flask in there.
I mean, Van Zeeks has wine, so...
Wait until I get my hands on you, Bucko.
Oh, this is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same.
These firefalls are carefully calculated to land where they need to land.
For the love of Mike, not you as well!
A penny can be the difference between a smile and a cheer, after all.
They got pretty advanced pyrotechnics for the
I
18.
certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo, you did it! I managed to change 2 more jurors' minds. If you want the trial to continue.
2 more, actually. There is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions.
Then that's where you will strike next.
So I need to pit 2 more jurors against each other and show there another contradiction in their assertion.
Exactly.
Can you read my mind, Suzato? I'm psychic. What?
Well, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Council, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination. That's a very obvious one.
Yeah.
Objection!
Those two statements are completely contradictory!
What? Explain, Council, post haste.
And Neo died.
I forgot I was muted.
Oh,
Oh, dearie me. I was only knitting a jumper for my other half.
Claptrap? Borderlands? What?
What is all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you?
We heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3.
What? Can't you see I'm busy here?
Don't care, didn't ask, go fuck yourself. How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it?
Oh boy. He's gonna kill someone.
Huh. Wanna test me, do ya? It was like this! Stuck the fella next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim banker said. Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony. Quite true.
Now then, juror number 6.
God, dude. Fuck do I make this power without stepping on the shoes of what Wheat Draw's already did?
And Neo died.
Sorry.
Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam?
Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so.
Now don't move! Take a look at those two jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. and he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. What is happening?
So they saw it from two different angles.
Someone's lying. Or they're both telling the truth.
Well, I never. There. Great. They're stabbing in totally different directions. What?
God, all of you are British.
Bless my stitches! What a muddle!
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth.
Oh!
Ha, dick.
But why? Why the dickens would they lie?
I don't know that
What?
yet. But I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good consciousness?
Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies.
Hell yeah.
The scales.
I like this new system.
Yeah.
Shoot Takumi done with Apollo Justice. Man, I hope the next writer doesn't get rid of this. I just realized by the sole fact that they got rid of the juror system in Ace Attorney 5, it just makes Phoenix look like a petty motherfucker too.
Yeah.
I just think it's only weird that it's only with
I
these
don't
games that they
believe
finally decided to incorporate actual jurors.
Well, keep in mind it's the same writer from Ace Attorney 1 through 4, so.
What?
Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all.
What? If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this?
Yes.
Darn
saw-
Jinx!
Jinx.
Huh? Me?
What exactly is the problem? What of it if the true witnesses of slightly different recollections?
Slightly.
You can tell juror number 1 does not want to be here.
Yeah.
What of it?
Let's say the Sherlock did stab the victim as he was sat next to him on the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then the Sherlock stabbed him again. And the old lady saw him do it. Well, What's to say it didn't happen like that, hmm?
Well, let's look at the autopsy report and see if there were 2 stab wounds.
Your Honor, the juror number 3 is threatening the other juror.
Yeah. Threatening to stab a man.
Who are you calling a dandy, sir? Why, I should take this knife to you.
Who are you calling old? Why, I should take this needle to you.
They're both threatening a juror. They're ready to kill. They're ready to kill each other now.
Death, death, death,
Yeah.
death, death, death.
Could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the 2 witnesses see 2 different moments of the same crime? It's
Well,
out of
look
the
at the-
question.
And just have a look at the autopsy report to see if he was stabbed twice. Stabbed once.
Yep.
Yep. So no 2 times.
Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman,
All I can think of when I see the word jinx is just the cat. Ig.
What is this, you dog jinx? Come on, out with it!
Ig.
what you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What? What are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction.
That was not the right direction, I
Doing a bad job, sir.
So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the 2 witnesses are 2 different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof.
It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Some irrefutable hard evidence. As you wish. Let's go. So this is what a great ace attorney feels like.
What?
I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the 2 witnesses saw 2 different moments of the crime as proven by...
Take that!
Take that! This is a victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once.
Only once?
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely 1 time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen happen 2 different times. Where did your knife go?
All right. I can see defeat. I just realized the back of the seats change color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait! That means... 4 jurors are now leading to not guilty!
We've done it, Mr. No hold on. We've won! We've won!
What are you playing at, you dandy fool?
Shut the fuck up, sir. See,
Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me.
We had a consensus.
I said shut your trap! I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor sharp blade
Oh my
and
God.
shave every last hair off his head.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't say I'd stab him, I said I'd shave him.
Please tell me he's a barber. I don't know a barber that uses a switchblade.
Judge.
I know, give me a minute, damn it. Well, a quite remarkable turn of events. The Fed's summonation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to abdicate. And the trial must continue. I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places. And I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
What? Oh, he's upset. Sir, your hand should be bleeding after breaking a fucking glass.
Blood? There! Having severed the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice, it may seem crash to crush it to dust. Pray forgive for my discourtesy. Lord Van Zeeks!
Is it cold in here, or is it just me? I think it's just you.
As your antiquated tone no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summonation examination. So I honored a deathly silence and listened to the charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Well, no matter. There's nothing so hard as it to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, nein, and why else would they grace the courtroom with our presence after all?
It's really zooming in. It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
I will not say the line. I will not say the line till.
Oh, there.
Zoom into his fucking
I
forehead.
wish it just kept going.
So let us proceed into the next round of battle.
Until you just saw
Oh
like
God, the
pixel
cameraman
skin.
is dead.
Banana, 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 banana,
Dracula was a Belmont the whole time.
Witnesses! I trust you had the summonation examination we just had to endure.
Yes.
Of course I heard.
Yes, sir. I heard it.
You, sir, on the edge. The coachman, I believe it's Bucko.
Yes, sir. Oh, my lord, sir.
If it transpires at your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil the presence of the fifth passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir. You will be added to the naughty list. Spanish!
Oh. When you're in London, you all speak the holy language, English. Ah, the brigands.
Now then, witness, I hereby call upon you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summarization examination. There has to be a much easier way to say that, by the way.
S-E-C.
I only carried 4 persons. 4 persons. Oh,
Well, I, for one, was told I had to pay 4 pence for the bus.
He fiddled us on the fair, he did. And then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much.
I'll tell you, I saw McGilded stab that man everything I said before the stands.
And Skipper died.
Oh, yes. Yes. Stop it. Yes. Oh, yes.
I think so doesn't cut it, buddy.
Council, make sense of this for me, please. The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little concierge?
Cozenage?
Cozenage? I don't know that one.
Hey Google, how do you say this?
Kosanage? I don't know. Let's hit the button.
Cozenage, okay.
Meppo! Explain yourself. God's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. Might understand you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare.
Don't blame him on that grind set.
You have been dishonest, coachman. You're a disgrace, Beppo! A disgrace!
Damn.
Don't blame Beppo on that grime set. That coaching
I'm gonna
and grind
grind your set.
Whoa!
Pulls out cheese grater.
Ah!
That sounded like genuine fear. And your selfless actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild.
This guy just looks like Meekins. Look at the face structure.
Not really.
Who else do you know has a rec? Because
Meekins is much deeper. Like it's much bigger jawline.
If I may, sir. Had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week.
All passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the result come out differently.
I think it's arithmetic.
no, that
Arithmetic?
figures.
Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So, counsel for the defense, your cross-examination, if you please.
These cases are not that long. Jesus.
We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlor games.
Absolutely. I'm fucked. Earlier, you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you? Skipper?
Yes, that's right.
You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding a knife in an ice pick grip.
I suppose. I just, yes. Put the cart before the horse, maybe.
What's this?
Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was riding the horses when I heard a scream from the signal.
I expect that was me, sir.
The gentleman's on the floor and the knife was sticking out of his dress. Yes. And the fellow holding the handle was a famous man. Yes.
So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all?
I really thought that I just blood. But when I go over to get my hand, no, nothing didn't actually see the precise moment of the
Oh, hello.
He's really freaking out.
Excuse me! Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay?
Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. You didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that?
Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment a crime was committed? No chance. The other option was some days be like that. Well, some days are like that, not gonna lie. Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is?
Peeping. I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember as clear as a Bollarot day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you. Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Oh, excuse me, I thought I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
Interesting.
I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what you saw, exactly you saw. I could do that alright. I'll tell you just how grim it was.
I think this is new testimony.
Oh. Do you think I forgot the sight of those blood-soaked hands after that butcher stabbed the man?
Oop. Wait, let me...
Objection!
I do not like that objection. Blood-soaked hand?
He's so polite.
Yeah.
Speak up, little man.
Speak up, I
Where's your
can't...
good sale?
Speak up, I can't hear you, bitch. Objection!
Jeff the Land Shark.
Come on, put your back into it like this. Objection!
Well, I admit that soap might have been laying it a little thick, but...
Thick like my... Meh. Not finishing that sentence.
But anyway, there's definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it.
Nuh-uh. Well, I'm very sorry to
Fuck you
disagree.
mean,
I'm very sorry
Jeff-
to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar.
Jeff the Land Shark.
I'm gonna rip your throat out.
No.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just looking at DoorDash. Hey, you wanna hear some horse shit?
What?
So Wendy's has, like, sauced up nuggets
Yeah?
that you can only buy on DoorDash Premium.
Oh.
What?
Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question.
Oh. Yeah. Right.
And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain here. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove. Sir, don't bite on that. Sir, stop that. In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent!
But no! I can't be right.
So you're the liar here, then?
Your mum's a liar.
My mom is dead.
Yeah, my mom is dead.
Oh, did plague get him? Sorry. This was probably like well past the time of the plague. Your mother's so old she survived the fucking plague.
Xbox Live.
The fuck's an Xbox?
You will learn.
No, you won't. You'd be dead.
No. What if I time traveled?
You'll probably blow their fucking mind. Time travel in your Yako cosplay.
That'd be funny.
He was real.
He was real.
Oh.
What's hungry? Where's the tomatoes? I want tomatoes on this. No! Oh.
Yeah.
You tried this. Yeah, you should try this. It's really good.
It's like it's made out of cake. It's like that shit that's like super realistic but made out of cake.
You exaggerate the swagger of a British person. The game.
This is an avocado ranch. No. Yeah. That's right. That's right. You were quite clear about it. You said, "Hyah!" with both hands. You went, "Hiya!"
God fucking damn it.
What the fuck?
Terrible. I'm terrible. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. Tastes like a Slim Jim.
What the f- Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was
Fuck
stabbed,
you!
but is that really the truth?
Your mama dead.
That's uncalled for, sir.
Gonna post this and mute it real quick.
Your mum's alive.
There you go.
Well, I...
Objection!
Oh, it was a simple mistake. You cannot justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it wasn't both hands. It was only one, but the fact remains. What the hell was that? What was that? Like?
I think it's
crystal
like
clear?
I think it's like the controller vibrating.
Yeah, it's my controller vibrating. I have it
Yeah.
on my
That
desk.
genuinely sounded like someone going, "Huh."
Yeah, like, huh?
Huh?
Oh,
The
Huh?
victim's blood was on the accused.
That's really funny, though.
No! Mr. Fairplay categorically thank you. Categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands. Which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. Nothing but a bunch of fucking liars.
Oh, that... Blueberry. Why? I almost said a banker for peace sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm turning into Mammon. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't
prevaricate.
I'm not familiar with that word yet. I'm not.
He's claiming to have no reason to lie. But is that really the case? Rich people using their social standing to lie. Ooh, I'm not surprised.
I've never lied in my life. What are you talking about?
You just did right now!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Knife
Where?
in your back.
Oh.
Hi. That's like stabbing people.
Can you get out of my back now?
Nah, I'm good.
Skipper, it's you.
Mr. Naruhodo! If we have some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay may be lying... It could turn the tide in this trial completely.
Something to show this man has compelling reason to lie in his testimony. I have evidence. My lord! I just really had a really stupid idea of this judge and Naruhodo's dynamic.
Yes, counsel.
The defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove, are you sure?
Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay has a reason to lie in his testimony.
Ah! Why is the Earl born? This is a different flavor! Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence. Evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court.
Take that!
Wait, I didn't check this out. This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's gentry. Skipper.
Dear, do you really think we ought to look inside?
Well, not as though we know any of London gentry personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps? Actually, I wonder.
I assure you, we will not find Mr. Sholmes' name inside.
He owes a lot of debt of his fucking adventures. Well, let's see what we find.
Even I can't read this. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Ah, goodness!
What is it?
Look at this! Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay? Should that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar. Naruhodo, you can't be this fucking stupid.
Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment!
Oh yes, of course, the banker! Why is his name in here? He borrowed 20 guineas, did he? And look, the repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information.
Why?
Yes, I believe this evidence does indeed demonstrate a deception of sorts.
Oh, wow. Oops. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, please! No!
Crossbow?
Please! No! No! No!
I didn't read that.
I usually don't do when we get a penalty loss. I just make our own stuff up. Well, I kind of fucked up, didn't I?
It's okay. After you are dead in the streets, I can make you a thrall.
I don't want that, please.
Take that!
Your Honor, can I get this arrow out of me? I don't.
Considering that is not an arrow. No. It's a bolt, you twit.
Oh, that's even worse. This is a list of debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded.
Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion.
The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
What? It genuinely sounds like someone saying, huh. It sounds like someone saying, huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
It's really funny.
That one fucking jerk. Huh?
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Here.
Huh.
Oh.
Your Honor, what are these things in here?
The jury is now all Minecraft villagers. Yeah.
Oh.
Ace attorney, but the witness is a villager.
The dumbest AI shit I've ever seen, someone using a fucking Minecraft and nuking that into an AI voice. That shit is actually funny.
Oh god.
Because you can just barely make out them going like, there.
It sounds like what an actual villager would sound like.
Mr. Fairplay, are you currently indebted financially to the accused? No, well, it's barely worth being called a debt.
Bet you're in debt. I got this peer-reviewed study right here that says, it says you're a pussy.
Dun, 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 dun.
According to the ledger, you owe 20 guineas, not inconsiderable. There you go. Sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Inconsiderable. Ah!
Okay, Legion.
No, Legion is. Ah! Well, what of it?
Let's suppose Mr. McGilder were to be found guilty of murder. What will become of your debt in that case? Oh, that would mean his debt will be wiped. Okay.
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, were the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to capital punishment, all outstanding debts that were owed him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Ah, Mr. Fairplay, don't tell me you were trying to get me killed now. Mr. Fairplay? Is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw? In a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant?
Gah!
Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Fairplay, that's not very Mr. Terrific of you, is it?
Order! 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 Mr. Bruce Fairplay, you've been naughty. To the naughty list with you. Yes, my lord. Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have the most serious implications upon your future, sir. Nah. Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time in which the defendant was alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
Your silence speaks volumes! You did not tell the truth in your testimony!
Your mom gay.
It's like this is
Alright,
a
let's not make a melodrama out of this.
Did you
Perhaps I
forget
did
your friend?
overstate the truth in a pinch.
A pinch?
Well, it makes no difference. Boy, I definitely remember seeing blood on Mr. McGilded's hands. Both of them.
Objection! Objection! And yet only one of the defendant's gloves which we have here as evidence is stained. Fuck. I just...
So you keep saying.
Sure thing, bro.
I wonder if I'm up there. Oh wait, that's not me. I'm dumb.
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir.
So many F's, so many S's, so many A's.
Oh, my food's here. I'll be right back.
Ding dong, bing bong. You like women in armor, don't ya?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you like women that can teach, that have birds, don't ya? How tall do you think Jackie is?
I'm thinking just kind of making them average. I'm not like entirely sure. Like I've kind of thought, maybe 5'7", 5'8"-ish, maybe 5'8".
Then
I'm coming.
you should stop coming.
I'm
You
coming.
did that enough with Sombra already.
I'm coming. Go ahead, Mr. First.
Why is he coming?
Alright,
shot?
Sombra.
Oh, hi, Slumper.
Oh, I forgot I had
Sombra.
a match with Snap going.
Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens.
Seeing what?
When someone fucking died in front of me.
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think. Yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands, not just one.
What? What?
Jesus.
Sir, you realize it's almost 11, right?
That means nothing to me.
I'm just getting my stuff out of the Taco Bell bag. I got one of those delightfully mid Cheez-It Crunch Wraps.
Mid.
You're mid. You're mid.
It would appear that we are going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Okay.
Mr. Naruhodo!
He just launches himself at Naruhodo.
Trial seems to
Right.
have shifted slightly at last.
Yes! I might finally have a chance to turn things around here.
There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you won't say I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both of the attacker's hands with blood on them.
I didn't actually see anything myself. No, I'm tired.
Anyway, fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside the carriage, or else we would have all slain him.
They're magically delicious.
Well, lo and behold.
Oh.
In truth, of fact, not one of you, of you was witness to the crucial moment the crime was perpetrated.
Huh?
Your poopy head.
Huh?
Oh, I apologize, my lord, but honestly. Oh, there was no one else that saw that carriage, and the man's hands was covered in blood.
I want that cane to snap.
Ew.
Bless you.
I did too. There's all this flavor inside it. Ah! That much incriminating evidence is a testament. It's tantamount to saying we saw a man do it.
That's really not what testimony is about.
I don't fucking care. Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. BDS puzzled.
Ah! Damn, that is ugly ass wallpaper.
The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's accounts. Oh, it's so tasty too.
Don't lick the seat, man.
You are not understanding. In other words, there are no substantial, no significant change to the facts of this case. Very well, your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Yes, my lord. Tomorrow. Hi, father. Tomorrow. Hey, Abbott. Tomorrow. Hey, Abbott. Hold it! Hold it! And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus?
That's right. It was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over.
Oh, yes! I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter.
Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place. Well, I don't know about his fault, young fella, but I couldn't enter the cabin.
I thought you were gonna say I don't know about this fucker. Oh, why not? Resting bitch face. Oh yeah, I didn't realize how cold London might have been back then. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's cold now.
It's what?
Yes!
London is literally known for being cold and rainy.
Yeah.
That place fucking sucks. Why would you?
It was locked from the inside. Tried knocking, but no one opened the door.
Damn, your country kinda sucked. It was locked?
That's right. It's public service for Pete's sake. Something I call fair play.
Okay, fair play. Mr. Terrific. Life is good, but it can be better.
Yes, I had exactly the same experience. I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. I had no choice but to climb up the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below.
Well, I can assure you it wasn't just looking down, I was glaring. Long and hard. That's why I can put. That's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence. If there was anyone else at all in that cabin, I wouldn't have noticed. Unequivocal, I would say.
I'm not sure about these two witnesses. Could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight? Nah. Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. You were riding this omnibus and witnessed the events in the cabin through the skylight on the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
Oh, I was muted.
Oh.
That's right, yeah.
In that case, there's a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you.
What?
By golly, really?
You look like a poor Leon. Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied. At the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus!
Objection!
Bless you.
Enough hypothetical meandering, my Nipponese friend. The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims. After all, sign of the chrome is here in the flesh. Oh, wait, that's not the wrong voice at all.
Yeah, that was Benedict.
Sorry about that, I had something in my throat.
I had
A little bit of the Australian's blood. What? Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Very well, I will uphold the prosecution's demand. You will identify the area on this cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. You will DS puzzle.
You have no choice in the matter. You will DS puzzle.
Wow.
Exactly. In the omnibus, are you suggesting that this potential extra passenger could have been situated?
Well, at least it ain't 3D.
Yet.
Right here.
Take that!
Cause that's a blind spot. Both rows of seats on the roof face in the direction of the travel. Whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other. Which means the visible part of the cabin which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight is as I've drawn here.
Ah!
That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite and the one on which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscure from the view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it.
Objection!
Objection!
It's quite possibly. It's quite possible. Some phantom was sitting there. You Nipponese have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity.
What? Huh?
I concur in the prosecution's rejoinder. In the British court of law, evidence is paramount. I cannot entertain this conjecture, Consul. That is, unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger for whom you allude.
Skipper.
Can you, Mr. Naruhodo?
I honestly don't know. Who could have been? Who could have been in the other seat which was out of sight from the witness on the roof deck? I have an inkling. I understand, my lord. The defense would like to put forward a name.
You are a fool. That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learned. Let us not delay, counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat.
This could be it. It could be the chance I've been waiting for to turn this trial in my favor. On that night, on the night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from the view was... It was obviously Van Zeeks. Oh, and he's 32. I thought he would be older, but...
He's older than me! Well, I'm not the old one! I'm not the old one!
The passenger in the enclosed cabin that the witness on the roof deck failed to see has have to been Mr. Magnus McGilded.
Mick!
Nugget? McDonald.
I was muted.
Oh.
Mr. McGilded!
What are you talking about, counsel? That's the name of the defendant.
Objection!
He's gone completely mad.
Whoa!
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hallowed chalice, do forgive the discourtesy. Lord Van Zeeks.
I do not care for property damage.
People talk of those tiny island nations in the Far East as having a learning and culture of their own. But I see they use the term ill-advisedly.
What are you trying to say?
Racism, 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 racism. I'm a bigot.
I mean, yeah.
Slur.
I mean, yeah, look at you.
And now I will say every slur I know. 3 hours later. With a faucet.
Damn, bro.
And then my channel gets taken down forever.
Then explain in terms that even a student of an artless backwater such as yourself might understand.
Low blow, low blow, low blow, low blow, low blow.
Then this bloody scene unfolded. The victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Like that song by the band Creator. It's about killing homophobes. I'm all for it, really. I'm an ally and a racist. Multiple witnesses had attested to the fact. It's the very premise of which this case is built.
Shut up. But that premise may be wrong.
You're going to get a 3D puzzle, you realize this, right?
Nah.
Because now you have to prove the viewing angle.
No. Please.
Because they can't see the faces from that angle, right? Just food for thought. That?
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way.
What inconsistency, counsel? Oh.
The defendant's gloves, my lord. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. Only one glove bears that gory remains.
The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance.
Yes, their testimony remains unchanged.
Exactly. They both admittedly swear that they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of the events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth. It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night, a third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands, both of them!
Objection!
And who was this third party?
Obviously, the true culprit! John Fortnite.
Extraordinary. What is a fortnight?
A Taylor Swift song that I've been hearing on the radio all the time.
Order! 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 What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. Conjecture's starting to no longer sound like a word.
Yeah!
Yeah.
The witnesses clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Conjecture these nuts! Got him. But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. Face off. I like to take his face off. Face off.
Yes. The tops of the heads were obscured by the roof. Because the rest of them now.
Bless you.
Oh, Fitz is no longer here.
Oh, I'll take over. Yes, that's right. Both jets were most certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir.
What particular styles of hat did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. Faust?
I don't fucking know. I'm afraid I don't remember. And yet you call yourself a hatter. Mad Hatter. Bruh. Jervis Tetch, aka the Mad Hatter.
I'm late for the important date!
Shut the fuck up!
What's wrong, Batman? Off with his head!
Me when I break his hat.
Makes no difference. There was no passenger in the cabin. Stab!
How can you be so sure?
There's a knife in your chest.
Oh.
Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would have undoubtedly offered to dispose the fact. Unless that is you are proposing an even more preposterous explanation. That the accused failed to even notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
Ah!
Sorry about that.
There you are. He's right. If there was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGildy would have been unaware of it.
Order! That is clearly a simple solution to this problem.
Hold on.
Bring the accused, Mr. McGilty, to the stand. Well, what say you, counsel? The prosecution objects, my lord. On what grounds? That he's a poopy head. As a suspect, we have already made full statement to the police.
But what is there some reason why he's unable to speak freely?
Magnus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian. If it indeed turns out this man has been withholding information, you can be sure it would have been a most deliberate act. Counsel for the defense, what is your opinion?
My lord? Should we have Mr. McGildy to testify or not? Demand his testimony. Yes, we need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth. Excuse me. The defense would like to call Mr. McGildy to the stand.
In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Well, Hey Fitz, you here? I can't tell if you came back or not. There you are.
Oh, yes, sir. We need a little time to consider this.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilden has to say.
Get the man out here, I say.
It would be utterly illogical to not hear his testimony.
Get her done.
Something needs doing. Get her done.
I think I heard a bug just hit my window.
Oh.
I think I heard a bug just hit my window.
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little podcast to say. Oh yes, that would be lovely.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
Bless you.
Very well. The court will hear the defendant's testimony.
British
Bailiff!
Meekins?
Show the defendant to the stand at once. Meekins is getting the train set he asked for Christmas.
But now maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear. I was busy getting my lucky charms, Your Honor. I'm Irish. Irish the Hedgehog. Can't believe they actually had Jacksepticeye do that shit.
What?
Wait, what?
A long time ago, Sega made an Irish character called Irish the Hedgehog, and he was voiced by Jacksepticeye.
Oh, no. That was a fan creation.
What?
If I remember correctly, that was a fan creation.
What?
That they dicked around with.
I need to...
I'm debating on whether or not I should just have ice cream and Coke by themselves, or just listen to the Green Goblin in my head and make a float.
It's me, boy, the PS5,
Make the
talking
float,
to
make
you
the float.
inside your brain.
Please Dead by Daylight again in a couple weeks when 2v8 comes out.
Let proceedings
Oh,
be
no.
resumed.
Oh god, this is official. No.
Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day?
Preferably not on Twitter.
To be sure I am, my lord.
There are now two matters of which the court desires to hear from you. The first is whether or not there was a third party in you in the omnibus cabin, as proposed by the defendants. The second, if such a person was indeed present, what did you conceal? Why did you conceal that pact from the police?
But god knows, it is not in my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the questions, please. Mr. Beast! wait, no. He gives people money. This is Mr. Beast.
He's like,
Irish
Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Irish Mr. Beast. Mr. B.
Mr. Beast.
Oh, talking about it, dear laddie, Mr. Beast.
The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. I tell you, so keep me mouth shut. Tell us what, Mr. McGilded. I got a flip from Irish to British. The fine fellow representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other men, there was another passenger. I looked at her at the top of the morning to your laddie and held the grant.
That's true.
My name is Jacksepticeye.
It was this big. Hey, it was me who helped the little urchin get away after all had happened. You... What?! You sound disappointed, me laddie. Sorry, Mr. Van Zeke, I don't speak to the poor. And you're rich, how the fuck are you poor?
No, Magnus McGilded. This is a convenient excuse cannot save you now.
I'm truly sorry, so am I, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sure you'll be wanted to know why I said nothing when I was taking it to my police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you.
Which was?
Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time and not in any way involved, you see. Children, am I right?
That?
I just pour this into the ice maker.
If the police had known the wee one was there, they have assumed she'd done it. They have hauled her into this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord. There was a child?
The only thing more dangerous than a killer. A child.
A child. No.
No. And who was this young child of whom you speak?
That, I don't know.
Sorry, I just got distracted. Apparently, Goodsmell's putting out a Karisu statue.
Nice.
Apparently, it's a re-release.
Oh, okay.
You don't know?
Well, 3 things just happened to be in that carrot that night. I never saw her before then.
Objection!
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man.
I think that's enough.
The prosecution calls for the witness statements to be disregarded by the court.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the judge isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings. What? Ah! Smoke!
What the?
Ah!
What the hell?
What is going on?
What the fuck?
Be careful, Mr. They'll come for your friend.
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
Why aren't you freaking out?
I can't see anything.
This shit ain't nothing to me. And maybe we shouldn't have, a judging system determined by massive fucking fires! I hereby call an emergency recess. I'm unaffected because I'm Santa. Bailiff, assure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Santa would have
I can't.
natural
I can't.
ventilation.
I can't. We were hurriedly,
Santa natural thermoregulation.
we were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff. Amid scenes of chaos had people stumble over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that, for the time being at least, the trial was suspended. I can't breathe. There's smoke in my mouth. One. What on earth just happened in there?
Mr. Narihoto, I managed to find out what happened.
Mrs. Sato?
was told it was an advanced form of a smoke grenade, type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like some sort of thing ninjas use. Oh god, is it Genja's great-great-grandfather?
Everything's safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
Police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom. Apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a
I'll be
young
back.
girl of around 15, I hear.
A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGilder was just talking about?
My thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's becoming of Mr. McGilder actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. Along with the young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk for what possible benefit to herself.
There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence.
Hmm? Oh,
According to the coachman, Mr. Bucko, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly.
but now it seemed there were in fact 5 passengers.
Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
Ugh, she's right. That is strange. Counsel of the defense kindly proceed to the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away.
Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial.
I'm told that this character is actually a Sherlock Holmes character gender bent. Oops. Well, we'll know soon enough, Mr. Sato.
Yes!
And here comes the giant fit. There she is.
And here comes the giant bit.
Oh, it's her.
There's a young girl next to Mr. McDonald. Look.
McDonald.
She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Where'd you get a smoke grenade, child?
Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Magnus McGilder. Now then, Lord Von Zeeks. My lord. I believe you have established the cause of the smoke, which veiled proceedings earlier. Oh my god, it actually was a fucking smoke grenade.
God damn, where did you get that?
Yeah.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of sort, typically employed by the army. Good gracious, the army? What is the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught.
Should've went for the grenade, kid.
And now occupies the stand. Your name, girl?
It's obviously Tracer from Overwatch, duh.
That's the voice I'm gonna try to give her.
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in the courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? Naughty list.
If I may, my lord.
Yes, Mr. McGilden?
I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? It's all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Bless you.
Very well, Mr. McGilden. Give your testimony. Speak your shit. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in a case.
Just what did happen that night? It's not like defense lawyers need that information or anything. It's not like I'm fucked. We'll stop here.